Good morning.
Or if you're down under, good day, mate.
Good day, mates.
Hopefully our accent wasn't too crappy there for you guys. But yes, it's morning. It's a Saturday morning. What are we doing up so early? What's so important that we're up this early on a Saturday?
We're always up this early on a Saturday. But it is a special morning.
Yes.
It is.
It is a very special. So welcome everyone. We are the continuation. And actually, I think we might be the first show of the morning in this continued YouTube marathon that is going to help a great organization.
Yep. So let's start it off right, people.
Yes.
Come on. Let's set the pace.
Let's set the pace. So to get things started, we do have a link in our description. I also have the QR code up below us. So make sure you guys get in there and do some sort of donation. You know, this is all going to go for a good cause, which we'll talk about here in just a moment.
It's tax deductible.
Yeah, and then we'll get on with our BSing and having you guys help us figure out short excursions. Yes. But so helping hands for cruising.
Yes.
That's what this is all about today.
Yep.
And we'll welcome those in here in the chat in just a moment, but we'll just give you kind of a heads up. Mel, I know you were looking at this, so do you want to give us a little bit about the organization?
I can give you a little bit, yes.
Yes.
So basically, this is an organization that pretty much is trying to get first-time cruisers who have never cruised before, who've maybe been dealt a bad hand or is facing, financial hardship or something like that. So they have a screening process. Basically, you have to submit to a board and they vote and approve these type of cruises. So it's not like just Joe Smo is getting his cousin on a cruise. This is an actual foundation to benefit people who has been really dealt a really hard hand. So this is a great organization. We've done some research on them recently because we haven't known about them very long. So.
Not very long. We donated last year or earlier this year when the other marathon happened.
Yeah, so we want to get more involved because we're all passionate about cruising, and we think everybody should at least experience it one time. It's a great way to explore the world and just enriching your horizon, basically.
Absolutely.
But they have a goal set for this year. I don't know. I think it was set for
15,000.
15,000.
15,000. And
they're trying to make this organization basically go globally. So we're going to try to help them in our little 1 hour session today and continue on with other YouTubers throughout the day.
Yep. Again, this is tax deductible, so any donations, at least for U.S. based, I know for sure, is tax deductible, and they are working on getting that same status in Australia and Canada. So again, it's definitely a worldwide great organization that's up and coming, and it aligns with our passion for cruising as well. So
right.
So let's welcome those in the stream, and then we'll.
I double dog dare everybody to make a $5 donation in our hour.
There you go. At least a $5 donation.
Yes, $5. It can go a long way. It's the same price. Well, actually,
it's cheaper than a cup of coffee.
So let's start.
$6.
Mm-hmm. It's less than $6.
All right, so let's welcome in.
There's a lot of traffic on the way.
The Down Under Cruisers.
Good day.
Hello there. Hey.
Yeah, I don't have an Australian one, or I totally would do that.
Good day, mates.
Yeah. So thank you for joining, and for those who are watching who are hearing about this for the first time, the Down Under Cruisers are part of this organization and are awesome.
Yes, the more I've read about it on their website, they do have a website where you can actually submit if you know somebody who will be a great candidate. You go to their website and submit, and there's a whole process that,
Yeah. What's even better is you can't do like family members. So it's truly someone not related to the person submitting it that wants to be good for others and sees that opportunity.
Recently, they have a merchandise store that they just launched.
Yes. So you can go there on the website and donate anytime during the year. And again, it's just fabulous company.
Yes, because we like our merch.
Yeah.
Swag.
Can't go wrong with swaggy.
You know the old Mel Brooks saying, merchandising.
Yes.
That's right.
So at least half of the proceeds, from what I understand from their store, goes straight to the foundation.
Yes.
And then
95% of these donations.
Yes.
With the QR
So 95% of the donations stay pretty much go straight to the foundation. The extra 5 is just operating
expense.
And we know about that.
Yeah. Cost of websites, cost of domain names, cost of maintaining what you need for your nonprofit organization status. So there's a little bit.
So you can feel comfortable knowing that your donation is going to go a long way.
Yes. So welcome in Doug and Nikki.
Hello.
Hey.
Might be too early for that kind of rock entrance, but let me have a little more coffee. That hurt. That hurt.
You're on the other side of the world. I mean, you're probably rocking right now. So
true.
Someone needs to catch up with me. I'm on a second cup of coffee.
Next in, Denise!
Hi, Denise.
Hey, good to see you guys.
That's a new button.
That's Denise's special one. Yes, Denise, this is your special one. I'll play it again in case you missed it.
Hey, good to see you guys.
Now, if you can name that movie, put it in the chat. It's an 80s movie.
Okay.
all the good ones are.
Yeah. And who else but the man of the hour, every hour, that never sleeps.
Oh,
What's
wow.
up, Scott?
Ever. And that is because he is good old. Oh, wait. You even got laser beams unintentional, but you got them, Scott.
He's up early, too.
I know.
Yeah,
Out there in Scottsdale. How many cups of coffee have you already had? We got some people saying morning.
He's probably still in bed, like, what? My name? Oh yeah, hey, guys.
Yeah, right. And then we got the Carnival Cruise addicts, Liz, more than likely, and Chris.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Then we got people saying hi to everyone. Oh, look at that. I actually got a yes. My accent was great. Excellent.
Nice. So you could fake to be in Australia.
I could fake to be an Australian. Okay, and Scott said, yes, we are the first show of the day here. So
Yes, so we can set the tone for the rest of the day.
that's right. Uh-oh, look who else made it in.
Yo, Eddie.
What's up?
Yo, Brooklyn in the house.
All right.
Excellent. Foster's, Australian for beer.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
That's what I think about movies.
That's the only good
I know that movie.
guys. I mean, I'm pretty tapped out now.
Actually, yeah, if I can send you out the link here. And let me see if I... Ooh, how can I send the link? You know what? I should be able to send it in Facebook. So I can do that really fast. And yes, you can share a little bit more info on the organization. So
Yeah, I'm actually going through the store right now.
you guys welcome in some more peeps here. Oh, wait, you can't because I need control of this.
Yes. Might have dual monitors, but you only have one control center.
Yes.
All right, well, while we're doing a control center, look at this, guys.
Look, see, it's the foot. It's still
No
attached.
gas.
I got a foot. I got an ankle. It's here.
Still- yeah,
It's cast free.
for-
Yay.
for a few
I
minutes.
still can't walk, but I don't have a cast.
Just a boot.
Yeah.
The boot.
Das Boot.
Yeah, that's Germany.
I know.
Excellent. So I put that link in the one and only Facebook messenger that I had. So hopefully you were part of that.
How was Australia? The boot?
Australian boot.
I don't know.
Oh.
A boot?
Right.
Oh,
A little more Canadian.
hello. I see somebody we're familiar with.
Ah,
Oh.
yes.
Hey,
hello.
Vicky.
Hey, Vicky.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Oh, and
Oh, and it's my mother.
hello.
Oh,
Hi, Mama
hello.
Burger.
Mama Pig.
Yes. Excellente. Welcome in, Mom.
All right, how's the donation? So we got donations. Come on, somebody set the tone. Let's go.
$5. Double dog.
Oh, not yet.
Come on, people. Let's get it going. I'm looking at their store. They have little like onesies for babies on here. Helping hands for cruising. It has a little cruise ship and everything. It's very cute.
Yep, absolutely. And welcome in, Swan Maureen, proud single mom.
Hey.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Look, I mean, if I could walk, we could have done truth or dare for this. Next time we're on this marathon, let's do truth or dare. And for every dare that you give me, you have to donate.
Well,
There
That I complete. Yep.
you go.
It looks like Scott may have named your movie.
No,
No, he hasn't.
no, it was not. Good guess though. I'll put it this way: it was real people that eventually ended up in a computer world.
Oh, I know. Just because of that description. They have a ride at Disney World.
Freaking lazy. Yes, that is Austin Powers. It's probably the original one, International Man for Mystery, because all he wanted was sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their foreheads. But I think it was a reoccurring theme throughout the trilogy.
yeah.
But no, that for Denise, that is actually from the movie Tron,
Yeah, I do that.
when they see Flynn for the first time in his arcade. And he turns around and he says
Christine
that
has
line.
never seen that movie, and
I may have seen Tron, but I don't remember.
No, I'm sure you didn't.
I mean, if we're talking about 80s movies, I was definitely more like Breakfast Club,
Mhm.
Scandals.
Yeah, you'd have to stick
That
to
was
the.
my vibe.
You'd have to stick to the Brat Pack for her to
Yeah.
name any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's 40 years old now.
Crazy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Disney owns it, so or owns the rights to it now. So.
So
You
I'm
gotta be
going to
careful.
remake it into a musical or something.
Oh gosh, please don't.
You're
Yeah,
making
definitely.
everything into a musical.
That's because there's no more original thought left on Broadway.
Right.
All right.
All right. So
all right.
we have.
So next up, though, and then we'll get really started. We got a lot of people in this morning. So run!
Hey, Ron.
Wait, you didn't give him a hello.
Oh, sorry. There we go. There we go. Thank you for coming in.
If you want to see Ronnie in spandex, make a donation.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
That's
you should
true.
make a donation to
that's
not.
right.
It's more like we're going to show Ryan in spandex unless you make a donation.
Ooh, it actually looks like we do have some donations. And so we have.
Wait, wait.
And that's it on that one. Yes.
Yeah.
So there we go. So we've
It's not
got,
working for me today.
No.
yeah, so we definitely have a couple that have come in here. And thank you. I guess we can do one of these too.
Right. Yo, thanks a radical ton for the super chat. You're totally tubular and in support is totally gnarly. You rock.
Yeah, dudes and dudettes. Yeah, peace out, man. We love you. Technically, it wasn't a super chat, but you guys get the point.
Yeah, you get to see Ryan in,
Yep. Yes, and yeah, Ron's giving me the new nickname FedEx because I leave a lot of packages at people's homes. We're talking about Super Chat, the secret verbiage when you subscribe to someone so YouTube doesn't get mad at you.
Oh, okay.
You know what? That's probably a really good nickname because the little secret many of you may not know, Ryan's house is made out of Amazon boxes.
It's true. Which get delivered sometimes by FedEx.
Exactly.
Yeah, very true.
What's up, Danny D?
Hello.
Danny D.
Hello there.
I make fun of him because we have a dining room table that we never use. It's right by the door, so I call it his Amazon sorting table
Yep.
because it has all the boxes and he leaves them there.
Whoop whoop, and that was
God.
Woohoo!
that was Scott for $10. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we got CNS Travel that's come in. So good morning, y'all. Good morning.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Well, if we get another $25 within 15 minutes, that'd be, $50 in a half an hour. Come on.
Yep, we got 35. We got 35 right now. So let's help this wonderful organization.
We could try to make this set a goal for at least $100 for this hour.
You guys, CJ's taking me outside in Florida.
Yep.
It's cold out here.
It's freezing out here.
It's not freezing outside.
I know.
Well, he's got the
Tell me
fan
about it.
going and I have wet hair. I'm kind of cold.
Oh,
Yeah, because we woke up at 5 a.m. and it wasn't already 90 degrees with 80%
it's
humidity.
70 degrees outside right now.
No, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
She's like cold because her leg's not in the cast now.
Yeah, we just need a little rain.
Yeah,
We
tell
can-
me about it.
Next weekend.
Super.
I don't know.
80%.
We'll see. We're have a statewide drought going on.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's burn ban at every campsite.
Yep.
Very, very disappointing. There's nothing I love going to the woods more than going out there and setting a little bit of it on fire.
Yeah, apparently this is our worst drought in 8 years.
Yeah.
I know.
They
It's been
say
a
that
while.
every
I was
year.
gonna say I feel like they say that every year at this time of the year, but
I think it's a little true because I have no pond in the front now.
oh,
Yeah, they actually came and dug the pond deeper for better
So it
retention
won't
of
flood.
what we don't have.
But anyway,
So,
we're up to what, 35?
ooh, we're up to 45. There's
45.
another donation.
Double
Whoop,
dog,
whoop.
triple dog, dare somebody $5 more.
yep.
That's
$5
right.
more dollars before 8:30.
Of course, that's the only money song I have. So, but yes, you
could
guys,
do this.
we could do that. We could do that. So, excellente. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
They have aprons in their store.
Yeah,
Make a dream a reality. You want an
Cute.
apron?
yeah,
It's not badly priced too.
yep. And it's good people that have gotten, the recipients of this as well. I've met Kenneth Oakes. He was the first one.
I remember him. We saw him in Helen.
Yeah, we saw him in Helen, and
He was a pretty cool guy.
yeah. He's definitely fighting the cerebral palsy. Had a great time on the cruise. Is still out there active. I mean, he's got so much drive that he set a personal goal to walk the quarter of a mile up. Not huge inclines, but fairly steep in some areas to the Anaruby Falls in Helen. Wasn't this past year. But in a prior Helen meetup, it was just his personal goal just to do it, to say that he could. And so he basically took hours to go from the parking lot up to the falls, but he made it. And I wish it could have been there, because what I understand is everyone who was on the trail basically made lines near the end and gave him just outlandish applause as he made it to the very top. So that must have been
dope.
That's pretty cool.
So those are the kind of people that are being helped. And Mel and I actually met the latest one, Roxanne. She was on the Carnival Breeze, last year's recipient. And we met her at Helen this time as well.
Oh yeah, and we got to babysit her dog Candy. That's the other dog that Peachy met.
Yep, that Peachy met, and they hung out and had a blast.
She had a sweet Dotson.
Yep. It was we ate when we first got there. But the troll, what do they call it? The under the bridge troll, or I don't know, whatever the bar was. We sat there and we had lunch with her and Eddie Lugo and Denise, and then we hung out that evening because we both had dogs, and the place that they were going didn't allow pets, and so we were outside the restaurant looking in but saving about $100.
Oh yeah, Keisha saved us $100.
So,
But yes, so those are the type
Troll
of people.
Tavern, yes, thank you, Danny. I knew I was like I had something to do with trolls, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah, well, that's because it was the troll bridge. You went underneath and
Yeah.
you can walk up. So, but yeah, that's the type of people that are going to benefit from this organization. You know. So come on, let's donate. What are we up to now?
Let's
What are we up to now?
see if anything else is coming.
It's 8:22. So another $5 before 8:30. Come on.
No, we're still at 4. Still at 45. That's okay. That's okay.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's not.
No, it's
No,
not.
I triple dog dare you people. What's wrong with you? It's $5.
Why not put our donation in? Come on.
That's right. We put ours
You can't deny a triple dog dare.
That's right. Bad decorum, though. You skipped the double dog dare, or did you already?
No,
do that?
I double dogged from the get go.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She went straight to the throat.
Yeah, I
She
skipped
went right
the
to a
original and went
she-
right to double
to a
dog.
double dare.
Yeah.
I will have to check the rules on that.
Now, that's funny. Eddie just sent me a picture, and he's like, "Guess what I'm wearing now?" He's
Oh my
actually
God.
wearing a Flynn's Arcade T-shirt.
Oh, okay.
From-
That's good. I was afraid you were going to show us a picture of him in a thong or something.
No.
I was like,
All right.
All right. So again, we're going to be here until 9. So please, if you can, even $5.
It's
It's-
cheaper than a cup of coffee nowadays.
Yeah. All right. So let's get on, I guess, with the actual show this morning.
Well, I didn't know. Oh yeah, we did have an agenda.
Yeah.
Besides trying to get money.
It's probably trying to help out this wonderful
All
organization.
right, so we need some help picking some shore excursions on our most recent upcoming cruise to the AB and not the C island,
Yeah, AB almost C.
almost C. So
So-
there, well, technically it's C. It's
Celebration
It's
C.
a
Cele-
Yeah, it's little
it's
C.
the introduction to celebration.
Yes.
So we're going to go to Aruba and Bonaire. We've
And
never
Bonaire.
been to Bonaire, but we've been to Aruba.
Yes.
So we want to do something different in Aruba, and we have an idea in Bonaire, but we're looking for ideas.
Yeah. So I guess let's start with Aruba. So what we did in the past, we've only been to Aruba once. And what we did last time was basically get what they called the banana bus. And yes, they played the banana bus song
Yeah,
the whole
Chicken.
time.
it was pretty cool.
But it was fun.
Bananas.
Banana. Chicken. Banana.
Why do I hear? Beep?
But there. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yes, let me go ahead. I sent it to the other link. Let me send it here.
So anyway, he's doing some maintenance here. So basically, we just went to a beach in Aruba, and it was a very beautiful beach. They have beautiful beaches in Aruba, and the weather is perfect all year long. So we're looking for something a little bit different, I think. We're not opposed to going back to the beach, but maybe somewhere different than we went to before. But I can't remember where we went exactly before.
We went to the iconic beach, is all I can say.
Okay.
It's the one that has, I even forgot the name of the trees, but the trees that are scraggly with the flat green on the top.
They're picturesque.
Yeah,
trees.
it's the picturesque trees of Aruba, and it's the same beach where all the volleyball tournaments are held, like right there
like
in
the
main strip.
national,
Like the national,
televised ones.
yeah.
But we need some ideas for there. And then Bonaire, we're thinking about actually renting a golf cart, but the company that we're going to use actually closes pretty early in the day because they're a restaurant or a bar at night or something.
No, it's the time of day and all of that. So they basically have, we're there until like 10 p.m., but the original golf cart was closing at like 5
Yeah, so
or something like that.
we were looking for something that will give us a little bit longer.
Yeah. All right. So we'll be back to this in a second, but we finally worked out the kinks behind the scenes, and I'm going to bring the Down Under Cruisers up, who again are part of the board and the leaders of this great organization. So let's bring them on board. Hello, Sean.
Hi.
Welcome.
G'day, how they hanging?
It's hanging well to
Little
say.
what?
How's it going there?
Yeah,
I was
doing
a little
well.
to the left today, definitely. Hanging to the left.
Yeah, that's the usual comment, little to the left. That's the usual comment.
Awesome.
How are we? Thank you very much for coming up and putting the show on, raising your funds and getting it started for this morning. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, our pleasure. Yeah, we saw it earlier this year, and then the more we've dug into it, it's definitely near and dear to our hearts to help bring this to everyone.
Yeah, because we love cruising. And it looks like we've got a donation.
Yep, looks like we got another one in. So another $10. So thank you.
All
Looks like
right.
we got
All right.
Yeah,
half goal. All right, guys. Now we got to just double it in the next half.
Yeah.
Right.
absolutely.
So yeah,
Um,
we're at 55. So let's try to make it 100 by the end of the hour, at least.
Get it done. Get it done. You started off with a really good figure today. You started off with $1,100. So
Nice.
let's get it happening.
Nice. Very nice.
Awesome.
Very nice. And we do have
Enfield Road.
Anfield Road layout in the loft. Thank you for coming in.
G'day,
I can't wait to go check out your latest video there. He always has some great tools and little tricks of the trade and soldering things that he gets and shows how to use. I was like, maybe I'll try my hand at destroying something while soldering. I mean, learning how to solder.
Hey, that's what I would do.
The secret is to use a lot of flux. That's what I was told.
Right. So excellent. But yeah, so thanks for coming up, Sean. You want to tell a little bit more? Again, I'm sure we did a poor interpretation of truly, what the mission is behind the Helping Hands for Cruising.
No, well, actually, I was quite impressed. You kind of hit the nail on the head. We basically what we're trying to do is the thing that got me started in getting Helping Hands for Cruising up was watching Kenny do that and Aruba Falls climb. So that to me was I thought, man, here's a guy who's got a lot of gumption, and especially for someone who's been through the University of Hard Knocks. And what got me the most was poor kid had never even seen the beach, let alone the ocean.
Wow.
So we thought, well, can he come join us? And as you can see, he's on my left-hand shoulder here.
Yeah.
I said, can he come and join us? And he said, I would love to. And then he went, but yeah, nah. So got a group of people together, put some money together, and here we are, 4 years down the track.
That is awesome. And then we do have...
Here comes the money.
I have one goal with Carnival Cruise Addicts. I would love to see Liz cry on this particular show.
Yes.
Anytime you tell her she's great or you give her a compliment or something like that, she'll start tearing up. So that's it.
Yes.
Oh, you boys are such drama
I was going to
queens.
say, wow, those acting classes paid off.
One of those. Hang on. You get eye drops. Where are the eye
Ryan's
drops?
got to put his eye drops in the fake cry. That's
my gosh.
right.
What do you think this is a Disney production, buddy?
You guys, I can't. It's just so wonderful. And just every minute, every dollar will bring joy to someone in need of a cruise. All right.
At least he didn't go with the leave Britney alone. Oh my
The
God.
cat keeps moving. And then the cheeks are red.
Thank you. I'd like to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank all my fans.
Stick to your day job, babe.
Yeah.
Both of them. Yeah.
Oh gosh, Scott, no.
Stop. Oh God, no. I'm gonna see that every video for like the next year.
Oh gosh, I just gave him blackmail, man. Man, did I just give him blackmail.
You just gave Scott so much ammunition. It's not.
Yep.
Yeah, next time we're on his show, he's going to play that in his intro clip.
I know. Mega gold.
All right, we're at 65 now.
Nice.
All right.
Awesome.
Nice job, guys. Nice job.
Let's keep going.
So,
Let's keep going.
I don't know if you guys are aware, but the next cruise we've got coming up is the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise in
Yep.
November.
I knew
That's
about that.
Yeah, that's the cruise we've got happening with the two new recipients, and we've got a little bit of room. I was wondering if either of you guys were going to join us on the cruise. I mean, you're going to be meeting up with young Scott face to face, so it'll give you an opportunity to claim back that cred that he's just gone and stolen right now.
Right. I would love to. We're actually on the World America the week before.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
excuse me.
Yeah, and I actually did, because when we talked about it, I think earlier, I was like, well, let me take a look, because you're like, can I convince you to do the side-by-side? Because it's going out of Miami when we come back. But yeah, for me, vacation time at my work, that's during that holiday period. There's already like 6 or 7 people ahead of me trying to get
Hey,
that
I can
time.
fix that. Let me talk to your boss.
We talked to mine too. I go.
You'll be completely unemployed by Monday.
Yes. Wouldn't have to worry about it anymore then. Problem
Who
solved.
says he has to be unemployed? He could be self-employed.
There you go.
True.
I just need to sell a bunch of more cruises, or get 1 million YouTube followers and just make salary off of YouTube.
There you go.
There you go.
Done in
Done.
15 minutes. Come on, let's get it done.
So we wanted to go as well. However, we'll be in Norway.
Yeah, we're in
Yeah.
Norway.
That's
that's
around the
their
corner.
cruise.
Yeah. We're doing a bucket list cruise this year.
That's magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
go up-
magic. I'll give you another bucket list cruise, December the 29th, 2026.
Okay.
Sailing out of Brisbane, Australia.
Who?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I knew where Brisbane was. Sorry.
Okay.
Doing the Great Barrier Reef
Oh, hell yeah.
2 years.
for New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah.
I'll look at that.
Definitely send us that info.
What cruise line is it? Yeah, send us the information. I'm interested.
It's on the Carnival Luminosa.
Okay.
It's wonderful.
I think the
For whatever reason, CJ has this phobia of Carnival.
Well,
Yeah.
Carnival
No,
does
I think it's
Australia
more
really
me.
well.
Yeah.
Carnival
Yeah.
does Australia good.
All
But
right.
that would be
Wait, but
amazing.
When people say Carnival, here's the only thing I hear. Oh, there's Carnival full ship stuff in the Gulf of Mexico. People were so angry. There's poop and vomit on the walls.
Yeah.
That happened
Yeah,
what?
you know what? In Australia, you're not allowed to do that. You
Oh,
try
God.
and do things like that, they stick you up
Yeah,
against the wall.
they're
And
probably
no,
Better
that's,
behaved. Yeah.
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 Australians are known for their best behavior.
Right.
you've got to remember, Australia is an island on its own. If
Right.
we chuck you in the middle of the ocean, you've got nowhere to go.
Yeah, just swim back. I mean, it doesn't matter which side they throw you on.
Is it true everything will kill you in Australia? Your deadly snakes, your bugs, your plants.
You've got more deadly snakes in the US than we have.
Really?
True. Ours are just smaller.
I do have a very specific need to get to Australia. There's one Pokemon that can only be caught in New Zealand and
Well-
Australia coast.
Then
There.
there you go.
I absolutely need to get there at some point in my time to get this one Pokemon. So, yeah,
Hey, New Zealand is only about that far away on the map.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
Yeah,
We'll get there in no
Yeah.
time.
yeah. But
CJ, you're in trouble.
why? What did I do?
My mom's going to spank you for carnival bashing.
Oh, well,
Hey, I wasn't bashing.
no, I'm in trouble. It's okay.
Actually, Carnival has just become Australia's latest year-round cruise line.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, I did
Very
see
cool.
that.
We had a cruise line here by the name of P&O Australia. P&O is also owned by Carnival.
Yep.
All their ships were absorbed by Carnival right now. In fact, the current ships that P&O had were ex-Princess ships.
Oh.
Those ships are now in the Carnival fleet. So you know the old Golden Princess?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is now the Carnival Encounter.
Interesting.
Huh.
Okay.
And I think the old Island Princess is now the Carnival Adventure. or the other way around. That, but both of those are
Right.
now Carnival ships.
Started. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Mel and I, we were have been on Carnival like
I
15 or 16
I still
times.
love
I
Carnival.
still love cruising. That's why we're looking forward to the Vista
Yeah.
in July.
Yeah.
we always like to do a New Year's trip of
Yeah.
some sort.
So I'm totally
We
interested.
definitely could investigate
Well,
that.
come on down, see how we do New Year's in down under.
I totally would.
Yeah, because it's
Well,
New Year's
first
there
of
before
all,
it's New Year's here.
when you're down here for New Year's Eve, you guys can throw away your jackets. You're in shorts and t-shirts and budgie smugglers, you know.
That'll
Yeah.
be good.
Because it's summer, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we are Florida. We only have one or two weekends of cold in January, February. Other than that, we're in shorts and t-shirts too.
You're in Florida?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all in Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, sorry.
Okay. So.
No, but yeah, if I can make that happen,
Yeah.
we definitely want to, because we've snorkeled the second biggest barrier reef in Belize.
Yeah, I love Belize.
And I'd love to snorkel the Great Barrier, #1. El número uno.
So get this, the ship sails out of Brisbane. First stop is Airlie Beach. Second stop is Cairns. Both those places are doorways to the Great Barrier Reef.
Nice.
That could be a good trip. We'll definitely.
We should go. I want to find Nemo.
Nemo.
Oh, Nemo is just round the corner over the hill next to the Black Stump.
Yeah.
We're going.
Just keep
So-
right next to the sea turtle.
P.
We're
Sherman.
going. We're
What was it?
going.
One something
Sea
Wallaby Way?
turtles?
Yes, P. Sherman Wallaby Way or something.
We're going.
Yeah, no.
Definitely
T.
go.
Sherman Wallaby Way is in Sydney. And that's where Nemo ends up going. But no. He's actually down round the Barrier Reef, right next to the Black Stump.
Okay.
Perfect. We have to go.
Yes, boss.
We're not mad at sea turtles. We're mad at land turtles.
Yeah, we only just like land turtles right now in our lives.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me give this to you. If you did come in, we would suggest come in a day or two early,
Of
because
course.
what we're going to be doing is go to Australia Zoo.
Dope.
Nice.
Then we're also going to be checking out the Gold Coast, which is where some of the theme parks are in just off Brisbane. And actually, where the Gold Coast is, funnily enough, that sits right on a state line border, the state line between Queensland to the north and New South Wales to the south. There's a place called Tweed Heads, which is right next door to the Gold Coast. So Tweed Heads is the New South Wales side. Gold Coast or Coolangatta is the Queensland side. So you guys got to come around and have a look. Come check out our little neck of the woods.
Yeah, I'll do some research on that and
research.
see if we can make that happen, because that sounds great.
Now,
Yes.
I heard you say the ABC. Are you doing the ABC with Bruce?
We're doing it with Carnival. We're going on the Carnival Vista for the new private island, the first sailing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or the-
So it's an AB
Well,
almost.
not the private island, but the new.
Okay. So Bruce from Ocean to Ocean Travel is working along with Felicia from SET, I believe, and they're doing an ABC's cruise as well. We have a recipient on that cruise.
Cool.
Very cool.
I think I heard something about that too.
Yep.
Vicky does all the group cruises, non-group cruises, and announces them.
Yeah.
So we all know who's going where and when, and what to
Mhm.
crash,
Yeah.
what parties we want to crash.
Exactly.
Come and crash our parties.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, are we still talking about shore excursions, guys?
Yeah, in the last
Yeah.
20.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then we need a couple ideas as well.
Yeah.
Our first stop is Trondheim, Norway.
Please forgive any mispronunciations there, Europeans, if we
Yep.
completely butcher these things.
So we need something to do there. We also need something to do in Tromsø, Norway.
Sure, we'll go with that. Tromso is what it looks like. It's
Tromso.
Tromso?
Norway.
Yeah, I don't know. Do they pronounce the T's? Or is it, are they silent?
Tromso, Norway.
Yeah, I don't know. And
Alta.
Alta, Norway.
And then
Woo!
Lofton Island, Gravadal,
I
Norway.
think, man, I don't.
How about you say you need some ideas for Norway?
Norway.
Yeah.
And then we got
Man,
Alsund, Norway.
Christine, let me
Cold,
say,
guys.
the
Cold.
way you're pronouncing those things, I wish I could pronounce them that way.
We're still pretty sure they're wrong, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're wrong, but I tried.
Yeah.
I tried. Another
Yeah.
thing, because I know a lot of people have talked about this with me before. Any ideas besides like warmers for my ankle? Because I heard it could be as cold as -9 when we're out there looking at the northern lights. And now that I have plates and rods, I'm gonna hurt.
just gotta keep right.
I got to keep it real warm. So
True.
anybody who's got ideas for, like thermal
The hand warmers stuffed in your long sock.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, if I bring a car battery along and an electric blanket, maybe I can wrap it around her, and her leg, and
We're hoping to be able to walk again for this.
yeah, hopefully walking will occur.
I can't help you there because down under we don't even know what it's like to be that cold.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we freeze
love
under
it there.
They're like,
70.
oh my God, it's 72. Get my sweatshirt. Yeah, that's all right. That's how we here for most Floridians.
Yeah.
If it
How
gets
we
below
listen-
70 here, everybody wants to put on a jacket for some reason. I never understood why.
Yeah.
All right, we're at 65. Come on. We have
All right.
15 minutes before our hour is up.
To get some more
Come
money in
on,
there.
y'all.
35 more. Let's make it to an even 100 and start off this day with at least an extra 100 to go towards.
Yeah.
And for that, we'd be eternally grateful. Come on, guys. Put
You
your
can
money
do
where
it.
your mouth is.
Exactly.
Yes, you can do it.
You can do it.
We got 13 people in the chat right now.
So any excursion ideas, drop them in the chat for us, please.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's great.
Yeah, let's see what
So we have the Bonaire, which I still think we're going to do the golf cart.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because I found another place that was the second highest rated, and they're open an hour later. So it still gives us about 3.5, 4 hours of golf cart, and then I've got another 5 hours to kill for the end of the day. So I know there's a northern and a southern loop. So if anyone's been to Bonaire, which is the most scenic?
So we did the southern loop.
The southern loop.
Yeah.
So
And actually, Kenny was on that cruise, and it was the first time Kenny had actually been on the beach. So
Oh,
we
wow.
actually got him past the slave huts and got him out on the beach, and it was great.
Very cool.
nice.
He even dipped his toes in the water. Can you believe that?
That's cool.
That's so
Very
cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, and that's what we're raising money for, people. Let's do it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Everybody needs to see the beach.
But yeah, so at least half the day I think in Bonaire is going to be the golf cart, but the other half the day I don't know what there is to do near the end.
So what some of the group did was they not only did the golf carts, but also they went out to a German restaurant. Can you believe it? A German restaurant in
German
Bonaire.
Okay.
Much better have gone to a Dutch restaurant because it's half Dutch anyway. But they went to a German restaurant and they had a good time.
Huh.
That's cool.
Okay.
Could be thoughts. I could do a German pretzel and a beer. Sorry, we're editing.
Being a roast braten.
Yeah, I was editing one of the videos from last night from our trip when we went to go see Billy J, and we went to a German restaurant,
It was
Irish
an Irish restaurant.
And the pretzel. Wait till you see this video. The pretzel was the size of a steering wheel.
Yeah,
Wow.
Awesome.
It's
I
crazy.
forgot how big that pretzel was. It was huge.
Yeah.
You know, Billy J did actually admit that he was a fake captain.
Did he?
Oh.
Oh. So all this esteem I've been holding him in as being an honorary temporary captain of the color guard, Ryan drumline thing that's like a mile long. He doesn't even have the authority to do that.
That is correct.
Captain.
And I do have
Wow.
video proof with the words fake captain in front. I do have proof.
Wow, Billy.
My goodness.
Tisk.
Lies.
Why must you fill my house with lies?
The only reason why I'm breaking this news is because Billy loves his the F.
Yeah.
You know the
So
one
the
that's
next time he says the real captain is here, all I have to say is,
Oh, hell no.
That's right.
Exactly. There's a lot of competition out there for who wants to be the captain.
Right.
That's Captain Morgan.
Yup.
Captain Morgan, yeah.
Captain Jack, Captain Morgan, yeah.
yeah. All right. So CNS says they've been to Bonaire once and they did the excursion to Little Bonaire. Great snorkeling. Yeah. See, I'm big on snorkeling too. So.
But I don't want to snorkel the whole time. I want to snorkel some of the time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're only going to have technically 2 spots to snorkel. So it's either going to be trying to figure out a place to snorkel in Aruba or figure out a place to snorkel in Bonaire. Because once we're in Celebration Key, most of that day
It's a work day.
is going to be a work day. Because, again, we're on the first cruise that goes there. So it's going to be a lot of vlogging and capturing content and checking out each little neighborhood that they have set up. So that won't be really...
Trying each thing on the buffet.
It's funny you should say that. That's going to be alive probably in June before we go. But the way that they're doing the food, at least according to
We're going to do
the TA training we've got, I'm
You
not
have to pay for it,
impressed.
right?
Oh, come on now. Be honest with me. Vlogging is not work. Come on.
No,
We
it's
enjoy it too much. Seriously.
no.
It's not
The
work.
amount of equipment they bring, sometimes it's work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I can't, if I need it and I don't have it, I've already been in that position once, and I was like,
Yeah.
never again.
Yeah.
So I bring my bag that, yes, we have, the DJI pockets. We've got several GoPros. We've got the Sony vlog camera. We've got the 360 camera.
and batteries,
Batteries
and
and microphones,
and chargers. And
The drone, if I can bring the drone, it just depends. But most of the places we go are county and state parks and stuff like that, which is a blanket no drone zone. So
Every time I get on a plane and I've got my camera gear with me, every time they want to check it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Same problem. If he buys any more camera gear, he's actually gonna have to purchase its own seat on an airplane.
yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Because right now, if I bring the drone, it's a minimum 2 bags because one bag has the drone stuff in it. And even though it's small, but all the extra batteries and all of that, when you take that into consideration, it's got its own bag and then everything else.
But now I need to ask you a really important question, and that is, how do you manage to fit that all in a Ziploc bag?
It's hard.
I'm only allowed a Ziploc bag. She has everything, like the 15 suitcases, but I'm only allowed the Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
I get the okay to take one big bag is my allowed spot.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't have the X5. I actually have an older one. I have the ON2. The 360 ON2 is what I have.
Yep. The one that's sometimes waterproof.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Insti.
Yeah. Here's a hint. If you have one of the 360s, only use the OEM batteries if you're going to take it in the water. Because I had an OEM battery and I've taken it in the water several times.
Taking it in
I had, waterfalls. We took it in Labadee and all of that place in the water. And then I get a extra couple of batteries because those batteries don't last long. And the non-OEM, even though it said, hey, this will work and it still keeps it waterproof. Well, no, it wasn't because I dipped it in for a heartbeat at Blowing Rocks on the other side of Florida, and boom, dead.
Done.
Instant death.
Yep.
And so I had to send that in to get it repaired.
So speaking of camera equipment and GoPros, we should bring our GoPro with us today. We were gonna do a day in the life in a GoPro from the point of view of a broken ankle.
All right. Sounds like
Back
a plan.
to my booth
Yeah, I was gonna say.
and just go.
That's funny.
All right, we have
That'd be
9
great.
minutes.
Yeah.
Our hour's up.
Yep. 9 minutes, and we only need $35.
35
Come on,
bucks.
Come on,
come
you
on,
can
guys.
do
Who's going to be
it.
the hero to get us to an even 100 to start the day? Come on. Come on. 35. That's all we need. That's all we need.
Come on, Joe.
I'll tell you what, even Kenny walks around with his iPhone everywhere on his gimbal and does his videos and
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about actual cameras though, like or still photos and stuff. There's another bag for that.
Oh
it's
yeah,
true.
there is.
Oh, yeah.
And that bag's real big.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
got our
We have the
camera,
long lenses and
our
everything.
telescopic lenses, our other lenses. I need to get a wide angle before we go to Norway to catch
Yeah.
the lights. Yeah.
Definitely. But yeah, I totally forgot about that. We've been so focused on the videography. Even Mel said, man, I've kind of forgotten how to use my regular 35 millimeter one.
Yeah, but I did perfect in Alaska my setup because I have 2 camera bodies now, so and that's works perfect. So I don't have to switch out my lenses now.
Nikon all the way.
Now,
We
yeah.
actually tried Canon, and it was okay, but Mel liked and was more familiar with the Nikon settings and adjustments. So
I was so used to the Nikon that I
Yeah.
ended up giving my Canon to my daughter, who hopefully didn't hawk it somewhere.
yeah.
Probably.
But if we go like super big and we get to a point where the vlog is, at a point where it is making sense to invest in a bigger one, we've been looking for the Canon R, right? Isn't that what it is? Not the XR
For vlogging,
for vlogging, but
yeah,
the Canon
for
R.
vlogging, Canon is probably the way to go.
Yeah.
For still photos, I say Nikon.
So I have an Nikon, but my daughter does photography as well.
As a semi-hobby.
Semi-hobby, but she probably is going to make a career out of it. So we have all the different types. We have Canon and Nikon in this house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look who made it
A
in!
couple of no-namers.
Hey, Lucy.
Hey, Lucy.
Long
Hey,
time
Lucy.
no see.
Hello there.
How you
Yeah, but-
been, Lucy?
Yeah, that's a preference. I mean, Nikon versus Canon. I think it comes down to a preference.
Yeah.
I just find the Nikon easier to navigate, in my opinion.
Yeah. We had a lot of point and shoots with Canon when we first started.
Yeah.
Then we went to an Olympus, like
I was a big Olympus fan before.
Mhm.
yeah, that was Mel's first 35 digital was the Olympus.
Yep.
My first camera was a Pentax, 35 millimeter black and white.
I remember those.
Yeah, old stuff.
They like the Canon. There you go.
You know what my first camera was? Remember that skinny rectangular camera that was like
Oh.
purple and yellow?
Oh, and you put the weird cartridge in
yeah.
it?
and you put the
Yes.
first camera. Boom.
I had one that looked like a CD disc where the pictures were on there and it was
Oh, yeah.
like a floppy disk, old
Yeah, you're
school.
clearly
Or it looks
proving
like
how
a
much
CD.
older you are than me.
Yeah, and you put that in there and then you could take it and then you just took the disc and turned it in. So
Don't remind me, my birthday is next.
I said
Real
black and
old.
white. Yeah. Yeah, I
my
used to-
first camera
I-
was a box where you had to hide under a blanket and
nice.
So.
Well, I love taking black and whites.
Me too.
Yeah, once you go down one,
When I was in
yeah.
high school- when I was in high school, I shot almost exclusively in black and white because I was getting my film and my developing stuff for free from the classes that I was in. So I could go in and roll up, good 30 or 40 shot roll of film in the black room, go take that out anywhere on Long Island in New York where I went to high school, and then develop myself right there on the spot. When I was,
Yeah.
I did.
I
a
took-
lot of black and white.
When I was a senior, I actually had enough time to take some electives, and I actually took photography 101, black and white, where used my mom's Canon. We took black and white shots on blurring the background, still frames, shadows, and then developed everything ourselves. I always loved the development.
Yeah.
But the problem that always drove me crazy was trying to get that damn film in the spindle to start with.
Right. Just right.
And then once I got it in there and wrapped it around, it was good. But man, sometimes it would take me 20 minutes of trying to get it,
Seated.
in the spindles. Like I feel it's seated.
Yeah.
Well, damn, no, it's not seated.
Yeah, because you're doing that in the bag in the dark, and you're not seeing when you're rolling film and stuff like that too.
Look at that. Doug and Nikki live in Tampa, where we are around the corner, and we used to live in Holbrook.
I have a couple of places. I was born in Mineola.
Yeah.
I lived in Belmore when I was very young, a couple of years. But then I spent the most of my adult life out in Holbrook, Ronkonkoma area until I left in 2012 and came down here to Tampa.
And I was born in Northport, Long Island, and I mainly spent most of my time in Sunreach. Yep.
Very nice.
Good old Long Island boy.
And then we had Vicky. She had Canon.
Nice, Vicky.
Nice.
It's like iPhone and Android.
Yeah.
I have to say,
iPhone is better. No, I'm sorry.
don't forget about this. I think I've just about mastered the iPhone photography taking. You should see my sky pictures.
Yeah, the
when we
pictures
go camping.
Yeah, the prairie pictures she takes.
The prairie pictures are pretty good. Yeah.
Freeport to Syosset to Huntington.
Nice.
Actually, I lived in Huntington for a short period of time, right off of 110, just north of 25, behind the Methodist Church. I lived there for a short stint. So, I know that area too. Yeah.
All right. Well, we have a couple minutes, and
Well, that means we need to get some more money in.
Come on,
Yeah.
let's get
That's
that
right.
push.
Come on.
35 short of our at least 1/5 of the initial goal.
Yes, exactly. So come on, people. Come on. Get that coffee in your system and then donate.
Yeah.
Or a little bit of the hair of the dog to bit you. I mean, I had actually thought about coming on with a bottle of Jack and just putting a piece of duct tape over it and writing the word coffee. But I didn't have any more Jack left.
You could have had the coffee. Well, you could have had the coffee I had earlier on, Kahlua and milk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of my favorite coffees.
Yeah, I'm a good I like
or Old Smoky Moonshine.
Oh, yeah. We actually have some of that in our fridge
That's
over there.
one of my favorites.
I like a little Kahlua with a little amaretto in a coffee that mixed together.
But then, hang on a minute. You guys have got to learn the art of having a shoey.
I'm sorry, what?
The shoeing.
Okay.
Chewing.
Consume your favorite beverage
In a shoe. Yeah.
out of your shoe.
I mean, I'll stick to Dutch boots since I'm German heritage. I think
All right. If you guys donate, I will have a drink out of my shoe.
Get us
Get in there, guys.
if we get to $100.
If you get to $100 in the next
minute.
Now.
Right now.
On the next 5.
But I will say, please don't try. I've tried it. Please don't try and pour your alcohol into a crock.
No, that's what's my choice of shoe was the croc.
Unless you want to share. I mean, seriously, if you want to share, that's a good way to go.
I mean, yeah, I guess if you use it like a distribution, you get everybody
Correct.
And pour it, it's like doing a shot on a ski at the ice bar.
Well, maybe. Oh, I love a shot ski.
A shot ski.
Shot ski.
Yeah, good old shot ski.
I'll come up with
All right.
It
Well,
looks like our time is done.
Yeah, brings our segment to a close. Next up, I believe, is Vicky and Scott, and who else was going to be on there?
I believe Denise as well.
Okay.
And Denise. Okay, excellent.
Oh,
So-
what a
jump over there.
combo.
yeah.
That's trouble waiting in brew.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, right? So let me see if I can get
love
the
it.
link here. I'm sure they've already started. So let me get the link and
Yeah, so go
Put
over
it-
there. But if you want to see Christine do a shoey, make sure you donate
yep.
Yep.
And we
because she put it out there.
Yep.
Yep,
And the
I'll do
link's
it.
still available. So, but here is the link to the next show.
Yeah, let's get that going.
Oh, Denise is hosting.
Yep.
Denise is hosting.
So,
Okay.
Well, come on.
so there we go. And again, thank you guys so much
Yep.
for tuning in.
Yep.
And
Thank you.
all for those who donated. Again, it's going for a great cause. And thank you so much for popping in here, Sean.
Yeah.
No, it's my
Sean,
pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Don't forget to send that info on that cruise
on that
too.
New Year's cruise.
Yes, definitely.
Appreciate it.
Please.
I'll
So,
send
all
it
right,
via
everybody.
Ryan email.
Yeah, that's good. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah.
Send it to us and we can get it over to them, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
So.
Sounds good.
All right, everyone, head on over to Denise for the next round. See you guys, and as always, we'll see you on.
Scenic route.
Scenic
And we'll do
route.
it a second time since CJ said I forgot last Wednesday. So we'll see you on
The
the
Scenic
Scenic Route. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.